Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video we are going to be making the best chicken stew. Very easy to follow step, and this stew right here is very tasty, so delicious, like oh my god, you need to test it. And it is all natural, not too much artificial flavor and all those things. This is all natural, best chicken stew that you ever find, and it's very tasty as well. If you're new, my name is Noni. Don't forget to subscribe to join the amazing family. Hit the notification bell and select all so you don't miss any video from me. To my old and returning subscribers, thank you for always coming back to check on this channel. Thank you for always coming back to watch my video. And let's get into the video properly. So the first thing we'll be needing is, of course, our chicken. You can use either frozen chicken or live chicken. I'm using live chicken. I just finished cutting it into the sizes that I want mine to be. Then after that, you go ahead and wash your chicken with salt and warm water. Then I'll be putting in my spices. In here, I have ginger and garlic powder. I have my bouillon cubes. Then I have my pepper mix. This is shombo, tatashi, and the normal red bell, scotch bonnet pepper. Then I'll be adding some curry leaf to it, and I have onion. I blended onion with the pepper as well, so I'll go ahead and mix it together with the chicken. You can use your this thing or you can use hand. I prefer to use hand, but make sure your hands are clean. So I prefer to use hand to do this, so I will be sure the thing is getting to every part. Then we'll go ahead, we'll leave that to marinate for some time. Then we'll go ahead and blend our tomato. I'm using this. In here I have tomato, fresh tomato, tatashi shombo, and the pepper inside there with my onion. I blended everything. You can also use the canned tomato puree or puree that is already canned if you don't have access to fresh tomatoes, habanero pepper and all that. So my meat has been marinated. I just brought it out from the fridge. Note, it is best to marinate your meat overnight, but if you're in haste, you can at least marinate it for like 30 minutes. Mix all spices together and cover it and put it inside your fridge for like minimum of 30 minutes to 1 hour to marinate very well. Remember to add maggi as you are marinating, because all those things will enter the meat to give it the flavor you desire. So now I'll go ahead and cook the chicken, and I am not adding water because from the pepper mix I got enough water, and after cooking we will start frying. So to fry the chicken, I just poured in some oil and I will throw in some onion slice just to give the chicken, as I'm frying it, a very nice flavor from the onion. I'll fry the onion for some time, then I'll add my chicken to it to fry. Note, you can decide to roast this or do the other way around. You can use your oven too to roast, but I'm frying and it can be fried as well. So this is the method I'm using, and I'm not frying it too dry. You can decide to fry yours too dry, but I am not frying it too dry. I just want to give it a little fry because the chicken already is hard, it's not soft. So I'm not going to be frying it too long so it doesn't get too dry, and so that kids will be able to like devour it when you give it to them. So once I've gotten the texture I want, I'll go ahead and put everything in the sieve, bring it out from the oil and put it in the sieve, and then go ahead with the stew. I'll pour in some oil into the pan, into my pot. I'm using a bigger pot because I'm making a bigger portion of stew. So you fry the onion for some time until it is looking pale or transparent. Then this is our tomato puree. I will go ahead and scoop some and start frying it immediately. So you take the quantity you want and put it into the oil that you're already frying the onion, and keep turning it. I didn't use all mine. This is like one basket of tomato, but I didn't use all. Let's say I use half of it. So I'll keep frying it. I'm not frying it on a high heat. I'm frying this on a medium heat so it doesn't get burnt. So when you fry to a point, you see oil that is starting to settle on top of the tomato that you're frying. You will know that the tomato is dry. If you're using fresh tomato, you have to test it to be sure it is not giving that sour taste. Some tomatoes have sour. So once that oil have started coming out, you can now go ahead and add your spices. And I'm adding again my ginger and the garlic powder with some thyme to eat. Thyme, dry thyme. Then I'll add my bouillon cubes or stock cube. I don't know what you call it, but I'll just go ahead and add it and keep frying. So this is my spice mix in here. I'll continue frying and until it is the color of the tomato have changed a bit from the very vibrant red that it was to another shade of red that is richer. Don't worry, you will see what I mean. So when you fry it for some time and there was water that came out from your chicken, you can add the chicken. Is it stock or broth? I don't know what it's called. I think chicken broth to eat, so that you continue to fry. Then you can now add salt to taste after you have tasted it, to be sure that there is enough salt in it. If there is enough salt, I don't think you need to do this step. So you continue frying the thing, allow it to fry for some time till that water dries. Then you will add your chicken, your fried chicken to it, and turn it very well and cover it and allow it to cook for a minute, for like say 4 minutes, so that the chicken will absorb the stew and the oil and everything from the stew, and it will make this chicken to be a little softer. It was too hard. So I will leave this has been cooking for like 5 minutes now. I'll go ahead and turn it. I decided to pour it into a smaller pot so that you can get a good view of what the chicken stew actually looks like. So this is the end of product of all that we've been cooking. I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give me a thumbs up and share this video with your friends, your neighbors, your wife, and anybody that needs to learn how to do this stew. A quick tip: if you're frying the tomatoes, you don't cover it entirely. If not, the heat, it will be generating more water. Instead of the tomato to be drying, it will be bringing out more water. That's how I fry mine, and that's how it dries faster. So if you want to do it faster, you just continue frying the tomato without covering the lid of the pot that you're using, so that it doesn't bring in moisture back into the stew and make the tomato not to dry well. So that's a little tip for you guys, and I'll go ahead to enjoy this delicious stew. I'm telling you, this stew was so delicious, as in it was so delicious. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to share it, and bye.